Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the News at 5. Rod and Megan have the evening off and my name is Ariana Martinez. The People's City Mission in Lincoln served a warm Thanksgiving meal to hundreds of those in need this year, something they have done since 1907. Channel 8's Alexis Kineski joins us from the kitchen as she speaks with a few volunteers.
It's a tradition the People's City Mission takes very seriously. They have served the homeless a warm Thanksgiving meal for the last 115 years, and they did it again today, even with those rising costs.
The cost, my goodness, Thanksgiving costs are way up, and so when you're doing these many meals, you really see it, and it was quite something. But we're able to do it. The public's been very generous, and we're able to fund these turkeys, and so we're blessed. We feel happy we got her done, and.
Nearly 400 families in need around Lincoln got the chance to enjoy Turkey Day the right way. The People's City Mission and dozens of volunteers started prepping days ago to make sure no one went hungry on Thanksgiving. It's a tradition they have done for over a century, but this year's feast was by far one of the most expensive.
But I know we paid about 30% more this year for our turkeys and some of the food items we had. Some were donated, which really helped a lot, but our costs went up quite a bit, so we were nervous about it, but we were able to fund it.
But even with rising food costs, the mission was able to pull it off. And even a new tradition was started at the mission. Everyone had to write down what they're thankful for on this special day.
And we're posting that on a wall, saying a thank you wall, and so it gives a chance to more conversation and just to think about something that you're happy about. And we think that's a great thing, too.
A familiar face, Congressman Jeff Fortenberry was one of the 70 volunteers serving mashed potatoes to the homeless as well. Reporting in Lincoln, Alexis Kineski, Channel 8 News.
And wild turkeys are spread throughout the Great Plains of Nebraska. Wild turkeys were eliminated from Nebraska by 1915, but thanks to successful reintroduction efforts that started in Pine Ridge back in the 50s, today you can actually go down and hunt your Thanksgiving dinner across the state. Now, it's about time to lace up your skates because the UNMC Outdoor Ice Skating Rink in Omaha opens up this weekend. The rink in Omaha opens Saturday and remains open through January 30th. It is open to the public for $7 at the door, and that price of admission does include skates. The rink is just located east of 42nd Street on the north side of the Sorrell Center. UNMC says masks are optional, but the ice rink and skate rental buildings are outdoors. Skaters may bring food and beverages, but alcohol is not allowed. A long time coming. That's how Ahmaud Arbery's father is reacting to the guilty verdicts handed down to the 3 men charged with killing his 25-year-old son near Brunswick, Georgia in February of 2020. After more than 11 hours of jury deliberations, Ahmaud Arbery's mother appearing to mouth a silent prayer as judges read out the verdicts against the 3 men charged with her son's murder. All 3 men involved in her son's death have been found guilty by a jury, and all 3 now face life in prison.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty.
Outside the courthouse, supporters cheered as the verdict was announced and greeted Ahmaud Arbery's parents in celebration. Attorneys for all 3 convicted men say they plan to appeal.
And that is a very disappointing and sad verdict for myself and for Bob and for our team. But we also recognize that this is a day of celebration for the Arbery family.
A sentencing date has not been set for the 3 men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery's. They now go on to face federal hate crime charges in connection with Arbery's death and are slated to go on trial for those in February. Now, a text that changed their lives forever, and 6 years later, a Thanksgiving tradition is still going strong. It all started when an Arizona woman accidentally invited a young man to Thanksgiving dinner. Reporter Brianna Whitney takes us to the dinner table.
By now, the world knows the story. Wanda Dench accidentally texted Jamal in 2016 for Thanksgiving dinner, thinking she texted her real grandson. That year, they got together for the holiday, thinking it would be a one-time thing. Now they count their blessings that it wasn't.
How old were you when we started?
17, I believe. Yeah, I was 17 the first year. Now I'm turning 23 next month, 2 months.
You're getting recognized in public.
Yes.
Best Buy, Verizon.
What's so funny is anywhere where there's young people, they recognize.
The two have celebrated more than just Thanksgiving together. Christmas, birthdays, and exciting new opportunities that have come their way.
All this kind of helped me figure out what I really want to do in life.
Give everybody the update. What are you starting to pursue?
Right now I'm starting to pursue an acting career.
But Wanda and Jamal have experienced loss together too. Wanda's husband, Lonnie, passed away from COVID last year, their first year spending Thanksgiving without him. Wanda credits social media for helping her through it.
I get so many people, giving condolences, and they're just so genuine and so uplifting.
This story almost never happened. Had Wanda not responded when Jamal jokingly said he'd come over for a Thanksgiving plate that first year. Yet, here we are in 2021. At times, the world can feel divisive and heavy. But this story is so simple. It knows no boundaries of race, age, or background. This is pure friendship, admiration, and love.
What if you had never done that?
If I had never
texted him back,
then I would have missed out on a wonderful relationship. I changed my view totally of the younger generation, and now that I reflect back on all these years, I didn't change their life; they changed mine.
I love that story. I hope you were able to spend this holiday with the people that you love. And people are already setting up camp tonight outside of a Lincoln local business. DE Guns is allowing overnight campers to set up for their Black Friday sale tomorrow. Doors open bright and early at 6 in the morning. They're offering over $30,000 in gift cards and giveaways, and raffling off merchandise and guns throughout the day. We spoke with someone in line about how they're celebrating Thanksgiving camping outside the store.
Well, we were supposed to bring some turkey with us, but we forgot it. So I don't know what we're doing. Oh, she brought some champagne, I guess, oddly enough. So I guess that's what we're going to have.
Celebrating in style. The store says that people usually start coming around 10 o'clock at night, and last year they had about 150 people by 11 in the evening camping out. The gun shop opens for business at 6 in the morning. And if you've been outside, I'm sure you've noticed quite a change in temperature outside. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist John DeSauer to see what we can expect for the rest of the evening. John?
Yeah, temperatures today on the cool side. We've been suggesting we would struggle to get out of the upper 30s, and that was the case. Only reaching 37 degrees today, but not that unusual on Thanksgiving Day. In fact, this is only the coolest in the last 2 years. Most of the time, at least in the last 10 years or so, we've had highs in the 30s. Now, compared to 24 hours ago, temperatures are running anywhere between 2 to as much as 10 degrees cooler. So right now it's sitting at 32 degrees in Lincoln. It is 34 degrees in Beatrice, 35 in Grand Island, and 37 degrees in Hastings. By the way, that 37 in Hastings is what we had for a high temperature today in Lincoln. Skies are clear, lots of sunshine out there, but you can look off to the north and west. We're starting to see some clouds beginning to approach. We'll have clouds moving in overhead, turning our skies partly cloudy as we go through the overnight hours, and that will help from our temperatures dropping down into the teens overnight. In fact, we'll probably see temperatures down into the 20s and low to mid 20s by early tomorrow morning. For the rest of this evening, clear skies at 6:31. We'll start to see clouds drifting in by 28 degrees, and by 10 o'clock the clouds around will help keep our temperatures relatively steady temperature-wise, 28 degrees. We'll talk about just how cold tonight, and guess what? Tomorrow there's a big warm-up. We're going 20 to maybe 25 degrees warmer. That's in my 10-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, John. And for those outside, I really hope they brought some gloves and hats. With Thanksgiving festivities in full swing, Americans are celebrating a return towards normalcy. But the CDC is warning about a rise in COVID cases and hospitalizations, forecasting the U.S. death toll to surpass 800,000 by mid-December. ABC's Elizabeth has more.
This Thanksgiving, a welcome return to pre-pandemic traditions. crowds lining the streets of New York City, cheering the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Everyone's masked. I'm vaccinated. We feel safe, and it's great to have starting to get things back.
But amid the celebrations, a concerning trend in COVID infections and hospitalizations. Daily new COVID cases are rising by 10% or more in 35 states, with hospital admissions climbing in nearly half of the country.
We have a half dozen ICU patients that are waiting for beds and don't have beds for them yet.
In hard-hit states like Michigan and Minnesota, governors are turning to federal staff to help ease overburdened hospitals.
I asked point blank, you've been at this for 20 months, how does it feel now? And without a doubt, every one of them said it's worse now than it's been.
Top health officials say unvaccinated Americans are the main factor behind the rise in cases and hospitalizations. Also to blame, increased travel, looser restrictions, colder weather causing people to gather indoors, and waning protection from the vaccine. Dr. Anthony Fauci on CNN urging unvaccinated Americans to get their shots and telling those who are vaccinated to get boosted.
The data that we're getting is extremely encouraging that the protection that you begin to lose as the months go by is dramatically enhanced by boosters.
If you're spending time with family or friends who are unvaccinated or immunocompromised, the CDC recommends wearing a mask, getting tested, and considering gathering outdoors. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
And when we come back, the 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was in person this year after being on TV last year. We'll show you the highlights. Just stay with us. It's no surprise that the past decade has been a difficult one for Nebraska football fans. And for Hastings Milton Munson, he lived through all of it before passing away last Tuesday. Now his obituary is going viral over a final request. Instead of flowers, he asked those to place a wager on Nebraska beating Iowa this Friday.
Omaha radio host Josh Peterson tweeted out pictures of Milton's obituary Sunday night that quickly caught the eye of hundreds.
I mean, by Sunday night, it had blown up basically unlike any tweet that I've ever had before.
And after reading the funny and relatable obituary written by Milton's sons, Peterson and Lincoln's Jack Mitchell started accepting Venmo donations to honor that last wish.
I sent it out and it went viral. And then Jack had the idea. He tweeted, it said, hey, what if we did something, you know, I'll seed some money and let's place a wager. Let's crowdfund and place a wager on Nebraska to beat Iowa.
Well, one day later and nearly $5,000 donated, this caught national attention. ESPN personalities, betting websites, Barstool Sports, even Huntington Post did a story on this bet. Jack and Josh then decided for legal and tax reasons to start a GoFundMe, with the proceeds benefiting Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Nebraska, a charity chosen by the Munson family.
It provided an avenue for people who wanted to help out and maybe were a little skittish on gambling, but we kept $1,000 aside to actually place the wager on Nebraska to beat Iowa.
But how and why did this bet of Husker football go viral, as this story has touched and inspired many across the country, not just here in Nebraska?
Especially this time of year, people are thinking about family, and I think probably about people that they've lost.
And Milton's sons were honest in their obituary, saying Milton suffered from bipolar disorder and addiction that affected much of his life, a family that has dealt with difficulties but still honored their father in a special way.
Everyone going to Thanksgiving dinner is confronting the complications in their own family life probably the next few days too. And I think there's something, Kelsey, a little like reassuring about, despite there being real complications in life, there's still love and we're still family, and we still want to have a tribute for our dad, and we're proud of that.
But it's hard to ignore the obvious passion Milton had for Nebraska football, and at a time when Husker fans so desperately want something to root for and so desperately want to win.
If it means betting on the game or contributing on behalf of Milt to help Nebraska win the game, we think that might help. I think everybody's willing to do it.
It almost feels like this season could have only ended with everyone truly coming together and wanting Nebraska to beat Iowa for, you know, to win a game, but also because it could mean, you know, helping out, you know, children in central Nebraska.
Let's do this. Let's do this for someone who suffered through the last few years of what was disappointing season and a number of seasons at this point.
If you're wondering what Milton would have thought about all this, well, trust me, I'm sure he would have loved it.
And they keep saying to Josh and me, they keep saying, man, I wish my dad could see this. He would think this was hilarious. Trev Alberts sent flowers to his funeral, and he was like, oh my gosh, my dad would lose his mind.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
If you packed on a few extra pounds of weight this afternoon from eating, a perfect day to do so, because you're going to need that extra weight for some warmth this evening as temperatures are dropping pretty quickly. A beautiful sunset right now from our camera at Honda of Lincoln, looking off to the south and west. Sunset officially at 5:01, so about 16 minutes ago, but still looking pretty nice out there with some nice colors in the sky. We only reached 37 degrees this afternoon in Lincoln. Interesting to note, that's the coldest temperature this month, but not just this month. It is the coldest temperature in just over 9 months. You got to go back to February 20th to find a temperature at or below this temperature from this afternoon. Now, this evening, as we're heading towards the evening hours, temperatures are cooler than what they were 24 hours ago. It's down to 32 degrees now in Lincoln, so right at the freezing mark at the airport. It is 34 degrees in Beatrice, 36 in Fairbury, but 32 degrees already in Hebron, and 32 degrees York, 30 degrees up in Columbus, and 29 degrees coming in from Wahoo right now. You can see there is warmth off to the west. That's what's coming our way as early as tomorrow. Off to the east, much colder temperatures. Central Iowa and Des Moines only 27 degrees, and it's only 31 degrees right now in Kansas City. You can see some clouds beginning to drift in from the northwest. These will pass through the overnight hours. We'll have partly cloudy skies as we go through the overnight. That's going to keep our temperatures from completely bottoming out. If we had clear skies tonight, we'd probably see temperatures dropping down into the teens. That's not likely to happen. Now, over the next several days, we're turning into a pattern with a northwestern flow, meaning meaning the jet stream, what the white lines indicate, it's going from northwest to southeast. So storms will come on off the coast, will ride up and start to slide down from northwest to southeast across the country. And oftentimes what will happen when we become into a northwestern flow, we'll get little ripples that will show up in the jet stream, at least in our forecasting models. And that will indicate some weather systems coming our direction that could bring some showers our way. The first one comes our way on Saturday. That could bring a passing shower through the area, although the best chances for that will probably be just off to our north and northeast, especially through portions of central Iowa, but can't rule out the chance for a passing shower, especially Saturday morning in the area. And we'll have to keep an eye on that as we go through the next several days. Lots of times long-range computer models aren't able to pick up on those ripples, but will oftentimes pick them up maybe 48 hours to maybe 60 hours in advance. Now for the rest of this evening, we'll see our temperatures dropping. Our lows will probably actually happen about midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning, and then as the clouds come back in, we'll start to see the temperature going up just a few degrees. So by morning, we'll see 24 degrees for low temperature in Lincoln. As we go through the day tomorrow, we're going to see a fair amount of sunshine around. We'll call for mostly sunny skies. Now what's not depicted is we'll likely have some higher altitude clouds streaming in overhead at times, but by noon we'll see temperatures already back into the mid-50s. It's going to be 20 to 25 degrees warmer tomorrow than today. So we're talking highs up to 62 degrees in Lincoln, 63 in Seward, and 64 out towards Hastings. Football game looks fantastic for tomorrow, especially for a Black Friday football game. 55 degrees at kickoff, 61 degrees by 2 o'clock, and 61 degrees by 4 o'clock. So fantastic. And if you've got plans to travel around the area Friday or even going into Saturday, not looking too bad. As I mentioned, a chance for a couple of light showers passing early Saturday morning, and temperatures just ever so slightly cooler Saturday afternoon with highs back into the 50s. My 7-day forecast then shows 55 degrees on Saturday, 52 degrees on Sunday. And get ready for the warm-up coming our way as we head towards the end of the month and we open December, I should say, with temperatures back into the lower to middle 60s, maybe some upper 60s by Thursday, and then some showers possible next Friday, and then maybe even a few snow flurries as we head into next Saturday morning.
Thank you, John. And about 2.5 million people were on hand for the big return of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York this morning for the 95th year. Last year, it was on TV-only event with no giant balloons or festive floats due to the pandemic. This Thanksgiving, though, crowds along the 2.5 and the 2.5 mile route got to enjoy the marching bands, the floats, and of course, the big balloons.
We're live, we're back. We've got a really exciting parade. It's a full parade. Just the sheer spectacle and sort of surprise and delight of these great balloons is more than we can ever appreciate.
A Macy's representative said about 6,500 people were in the parade, with thousands more helping behind the scenes. All of them were vaccinated and wearing masks. And here's a live look outside at Lincoln. John will have a final look at our forecast when we return. A horse was making some moves through Lincoln yesterday, and several of our viewers caught it on video. Take a look.
There's just a horse over here. What is going on?
This horse was spotted by multiple people just taking a morning walk Wednesday around 10:30 in the morning, south of 80th and Old Cheney. It headed south through the rest of the town and was even seen on the 84th and Highway 2 area. I think he just wanted a horse around a bit.
It was running through a neighborhood.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey, the rest of this evening, we'll see cool temperatures around. Make sure you bundle up if you're heading outside this evening. 31 degrees at 6. We'll have some clouds starting to stream in by 8 o'clock, down to 28 degrees, and 28 degrees by 10 o'clock.
Thanks for joining us this evening. World News is next, and we'll see you right back here on the News at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Get a load of the DQ Loaded A1 Steakhouse Burger, stacked with thick-cut bacon, crunchy onion rings, and 2 premium steak sauces. This is one burger that needs 2 hands. Get it delivered at DQ.com.